2 here in Houston. Today, a fun matchup in store. It's the San Francisco 49ers. Kaimi Fairbairn ready to get this one going. And we're off and running from Houston. Return coming from the 6. And he's stopped on the run back at the 27. So here come the 49ers for their opening drive. And they're brought out by someone who is the modern example of an elite running quarterback, the multiple-time MVP, Lamar Jackson.
A decade plus before Lamar, it was a guy named Michael Vick who was the standard. Is an MVP caliber player, most exciting player, not just in his position, but in all of football. And don't let that running overshadow the strides he's made as a passer, too, in the pocket, and as a franchise quarterback to build upon. When you script that first 15, Kate, and that first play is a run play, you can't do it better than that.
So first down from the 41. Running right, this is Taylor. This time they've got him. He can't break another tackle. He will go down behind the line. The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives them more blockers up front, but it also clues the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you can put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9. All the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, it doesn't matter.
Lamar now from the gun. Completed over the middle. And give them 10 yards there. A lot of work done as they set up third and very short.
Yeah, these in cuts maybe aren't the hardest throws from a degree of difficulty, Kate, but it does take some courage as a quarterback to throw into congested spaces, but it can pay big dividends.
Third and a lone yard coming up. Taylor trying to run for this first. This is going to be down to, it looks like about the opposing 36 for their next snap. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
And the 49er first down. A gain of 15.
I call that a table setter right there. Table setter for yourself as a team in that huddle, gaining confidence on the ground, and you know that's going to set the table for some great play-action pass to come.
They've got first down here from the 36. Jackson throwing here. Man downfield, and he finds London. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for first and goal.
That's a statement throw right there. A statement throw that lets the opposing defense know it's not just going to be check down Charlie today. They're going to be willing to push the ball down the field, and this defense better respond.
Working inside the red zone. That's going to be caught by his back. Taylor. And this one's stopped at the 3-yard line.
Just get this guy touches. I don't care how. I don't care when. Just find unique ways to get this running back the ball, and over time, he's going to make you pay.
So from the 3, here's second and goal. From the gun, Jackson. He has the San Francisco touchdown. The 49ers finish up an excellent opening series. Kyle Pitts with a touchdown. Quite the drive they put together to begin this game. What stood out to us, how quickly they were operating. They got a lot of plays in a small amount of time on the way to that touchdown.
What do you mean? We feel that tempo in the booth?
Yep, certainly do.
Kept those guys guessing defensively and on their toes, not quite sure of what was coming next. And it will be that same strategy they employ, I'm going to guess so, until that defense proves they can stop it.
Nick Folk now for the extra point. He hits it true, despite some issues with that snap. And the 49ers will jump out to a 7-0 lead. It's all lined up. Folk ready to send this one flying. On the return, it's Jalen Noel. Escapes the defender. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. So now it's the Texans' turn to take the field for the first time. And leading them out is the second overall pick back in the 2023 draft from the Ohio State. It's
immediate impact into the NFL, and it didn't take long for me, Kate, to form an opinion.
The 49ers rush gets home, and they drop him. And after one play, this drive might already be in trouble. That's going to push him back for second down.
We spend so much time talking about an offense and how they script their first 15 plays typically. But how about that defensive coordinator, that head coach? Heck, every player on that sidelines, you couldn't script it any better. Well, other than maybe taking the ball away, creating a negative play, creating a sack, creating an offense now behind the chains. That's exactly how you're looking to start.
Big play to start the game. Defense comes out firing. It's second and long. Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. Throw secured by Jaden Higgins. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. I'm not going to call this a must-score drive here in this first quarter, Brock, but when your opponents start the game with 6, it feels like you need some sort of answer.
You need a response, right? You need a response. You don't need all these home runs or big highlights. You just need to keep matriculating that ball down the field.
Stroud looking to throw, 3rd and 2. Got his man, this is Noel. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44. Stroud throwing here on 1st. Has him on the quick hitter. And he goes out. Just need one more step there to reach midfield.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
This is 2nd and 6 coming up. Again, Stroud. Quick slant here to Curtin. And he's going to take this down to the 31 before he gets taken down. An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
I see a bunch of mean guys in the band that are tired. Down at the west side, giving side guys. Ain't nobody that I really recognize. Ain't surprised to ride the killer vibe. Probably the reason you got trying to feel it.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
They've come out swinging to begin this contest as they've got it down to the 31. Here's Stroud on 1st and 10. And this one too far in front of him. It's incomplete. He was trying to find Christian Kirk there. And that'll bring up 2nd down. So his first blemish, Brock, after that perfect 4-for-4 start. And wouldn't expect one incompletion, though, to stop him from leading on him this opening drive.
No, I don't think so. And I think more than anything, you see the defense kind of... ball can hit the ground on this side.
He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. All right, partner, testing the perimeter early there. Coverage held up. Could be a tough day for those outside receivers to make an impact.
Okay, partner, testing you here. You've heard me say this a lot. Okay, coordinator's job is to get you man-to-man coverage, and your job is?
To win it. Throwing on 3rd down, Stroud. That's caught. This is Kirk. He's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
So a new set of downs. Here we go. 1st and 10. First give on the ground. It's Woody Marks. And he gets a few on the plunge forward.
You know, that's a good run right there. Keep the offense on schedule. If he can average that type of yards per carry, this guy's going to be more than all right with letting him lead the show.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. Here's Stroud now. He'll set up the screen here for Marks. And he'll go down. Looks like they're marking him at the 11.
As an offense, you don't call a screen, Kate, expecting to gain just a few yards. You call it expecting to break off something big and substantial. But it's up to that defense to stay ahead of it, to keep it contained to something much smaller. Case in point right there.
Here they go, getting set for 3rd and 4. Shotgun now for Stroud. Complete beyond the marker. And he is well clear of that marker. That effort's going to set them up with a 1st and goal.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a 1st down.
1st and goal. They're hoping for an opening drive touchdown. Back to throw. Stroud. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. The Texans finish off their opening drive. Well, no hesitations to start this one out, Brock. These guys came out slinging it. Seems like that's going to be what their offense leans on throughout this game.
Yep, don't see really any reason to get away from it as long as the results keep coming. The 2nd drive, I think we'll all be watching that one. Will they mix in a little bit more run? Will they have to mix in more run, or can they continue to just shred this defense through the air?
Here's Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. The point after splits the upright. And the Texans respond with 7 of their own to tie it here early. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Starting from the 5. He dodged the tackle. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. 2nd drive coming up for this 49ers offensive unit. And after the impressive drive we just witnessed, you gotta imagine that they are hoping to respond with something similar.
Yeah, and I don't love to use the word can't, right? But this can't be a 3-and-out for this offense right here. They got to give their defense a chance to catch their breath and turn some of the momentum in the building. Well, that's a modest little drag route, but if you ever just need a safe, short gain on the throw, that's a go-to route to target.
2nd and 6 coming up here. They give to Taylor, right side. And this will only complicate matters for 3rd down, partner. They're sent backwards.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Drive in dire straits. It's 3rd and 9. Third and long for him here. Finds London on the slant. And he's taken down just a couple of yards shy of the 40. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the 1st.
And the 49er first down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
No doubt they'll take a repeat of how this game began, Brock, and that play has them on their way towards it.
Scripting for success. They'll keep pressing the advantage, too, until some resistance has got to finally appear.
On the counter, it's Taylor. And this almost ended worse, but he gets a yard out of it. As he's outshire that time on the tackle.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Lamar off the play fake. Throw left side is caught by Pitts. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
Now Jackson on third down. That one complete to Pitts. And they do get him down, but the damage is done. He gets down inside the 35-yard line. They get 22 out of that play. And that gives the 49ers the first.
A gain of 22 yards. First down, 49ers.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On third down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity. Man, did he make an impact play.
First down now, ball at the 33. Motioning one of the tight ends. Running it with David Montgomery. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards.
Hey, not a bad play by any means, but there's room for more, and they know it.
Second and 7. As the Texans 30-yard line.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's second and 7. Play action. Here's Jackson. He's got London left side. And they're going to give him the 24-yard line. He's stopped a step short of that first down marker. That's the end of one. Both teams with a little luck finding the end zone early. Scoreboard showing 7s on each side. This is going to be play number 9 of this drive, and we could see a 10th if they can get a yard here on third down. Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. Making the call himself. And he's going to have enough for the first down. Not by much, but he got it. That's all that matters. Sets him up with a 1st and goal.
As much as you like to find a completion and get the ball out of your hands, when a play breaks down, you got to be able to make a play with your legs. His offense counts on his ability to evade pressure and occasionally make plays just like that.
1st and goal. Here's Taylor. Well, so much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on 2nd and goal.
I don't mind that call on the early downs. Give that defense something to think about. You got the inside run between the tackles, whether it's jet sweeps or a little swing pass, or in that case, a toss. Make sure you threaten to the outside.
They give up the gut to Montgomery. And he'll get this across. Touchdown, San Francisco. The 49ers take a second quarter lead. David Montgomery with a touchdown. They kept it on the ground as opposed to airing it out. And that time, well, Brock, the ground game paid off.
Well, these great rushing attacks down here that can score rushing touchdowns, it takes the whole party getting involved. Yeah, the burst of the running back was tremendous. How about the launch of his blockers right off the line of scrimmage? That's a touchdown the entire way, and it took the entire group offensively.
Folk on now to try the point after. Troubles with the snap, but he still knocks it through. And the 49ers break that tie and now lead by 7. It's all lined up. Folk ready to send this one flying. Noel to return this. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. This Texans offense ready up for its second drive of the contest. They've got a chance to tie this up here as they trail 14-7. Texans to the line. 1st and 10. They kick the running back in motion. Tried to throw on 1st down. Completed over the middle. And they'll take him down after he advances this up to about the 43. The end result there, 15 yards and a 1st.
Move the chain! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum to keep that defense on its heels.
What a jolt to start that drive. They're up near the 45-yard line. 1st down throw by Stroud. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. So it'll be second down. Another look for him, Brock, and hey, why not with the way he's playing so far? But this time, just couldn't hang on.
I think you'll see coordinators at times, Kate, get away from something that's working. I like that they go back to him. Make them defend him and stop him.
Travis hit, the ball is out. But fortune on the Texans side. One of their guys got to it. They're going to keep the football. Almost the impact play this defense was searching for, but they could only get half the job done, partner. Fumble forced, but they couldn't recover.
I'll tell you what else it forces, though. That coordinator, that play caller on the other side, now got a little bit of doubt about his ball handlers. Got to have better ball security than that.
Well, they got the football back, Brock, but things don't look much better. It's third and long. Here he goes, third and long. Takes this one off. The ball's out! The ball's out! He lost it! And this is picked up by the 49ers! And they'll take over a little further upfield thanks to that return.
Third down, you could see he may have been trying to simply do too much to help his side. It loosened his hold on the ball and gave that defense a chance to knock it free. Instead of facing fourth down, they're off the field completely.
So here come the 49ers on offense. They have played lights out on offense, scored their first 2 times out. So just like all touchdowns, all turnovers also reviewed, and they want to take another look at this one. Yeah, pretty bang-bang play out there. It's tough to see exactly what happened on our first look in real time.
But you know what I like here, and I do appreciate, and these officials are so good at let the play just play itself out before calling it dead. Now all the replays and the camera angles will give us such a better idea of really what happened.
So the review saves them a turnover. He was, in fact, already down when the ball came free. Fair catch called for and brought in at the 11. The 49ers back on offense and set to take over. And that lead they've got, Brock, they are never going to have to worry about losing it if they keep scoring every time they touch this football.
Is that how it works?
It surprisingly is. You know, if you have the lead and you don't lose it, you win.
That type of start, you won it all 17 games of the season, but you're lucky to get it more than once.
That's 16 on the pickup. And that means it'll be first down, San Francisco.
Those routes across the field become oh so dangerous the longer that play progresses. It gives him more time to get free, wiggle away from that man-to-man coverage. And with enough time, it's almost inevitable he'll find enough space for a completion.
First down, here's Lamar. And his perfect start is over. And that's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete. Well, what a stretch to begin the game, Brock. That finally his first incompletion. He had been perfect across so many looks before that.
Hard. It's just hard to be perfect with that kind of precision. That was rhythm. It's truly rhythm personified.
Yeah, it makes you marvel at the NFL record, doesn't it? Got slid this great note from our stats savant, Daniel Kitchen. Phillip Rivers owns that record, Brock. 25 straight completions to begin a game. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in.
A gain of 6 yards. And it's third down.
Texans bring out an extra DB on this third down. Running back sent in motion. Lamar throwing again. Finds his back. It's Robinson. And this is going to go in the wrong direction. He loses just about the amount of yards they needed to get there. It's going to be fourth down.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
They're going to bring on Dixon to boot this one away. The Texans have Jalen Noel at the ready. Ooh, errant snap, but he gets what he can behind this one. And the coverage team is there as he fields it, so almost nothing on that return before he stopped. The Texans sending their offense, and Woody Marks out there. And as they get set, partner, gotta imagine they're bringing some urgency with them to the field this drive, too.
Yeah, I think you and I both know in calling these NFL games, that sense of urgency can be replaced by full-blown...
He isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. A nice Nice work by the defense to start this drive out. It's a sack on the first play.
And it just keeps coming, Kate. It just keeps coming. This defense relentless in this first half. Third time. Now this quarterback's got to pick himself off the turf. When they get in that locker room at halftime, it's going to be a quick one. I think the whole message is going to be, how do we protect our quarterback? Because if you can't do that, this offense can't get started.
Second down and 19 yards to go after that sack. Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. Short pass brought in. And they're able to drag him down as he reaches the 15-yard line.
This is one of those kind of win-win situations. Both sides feel good. As an offense, I get a completion. I get a win. As a defense, I keep everything in front of me. I make the tackle for a short gain. I get a win, too. Sometimes you can get to win-win.
Defense looking to defend the marker on third down. Looking to throw, Stroud. No place to go, so he just threw it away.
You know, Kate, that was one of those situations where you hear a quarterback having a clock, right? You know, and he had enough time in the pocket, but then it was like, okay, time is running out, and I got to do something. He did not force a throw and risk a pick. Instead, he just got rid of it and cut his losses.
Tommy Townsend on to punt. Slow snap, but he's able to get this one away. Collects this at the 35. And he gets him something back on that return. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield. The San Francisco offense headed out to take over. And they take the field in good but not great shape, Brock. They've got that lead, but no doubt they'd love to see it grow.
Yeah, and just having the lead does take some pressure off. It doesn't change the sense of urgency. It's always on tilt in the NFL. But it should allow them to operate a little more freely.
And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. Managed 6 on the play, bringing up 2nd and 4.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
A toss play, Montgomery. And he'll go out of bounds close to the 35-yard line. That's a pickup of 9. And that gives the 49ers the first.
That's what I call a healthy return on investment. You run the toss play, looking for positive yards, looking to move the sticks, and I'm looking for that to be called again.
New set of downs from 37. Taylor gets it on 1st and 10. And he nearly gets them into the red zone as he's down at the 22. They pick up 14 yards on that one, and that means it'll be first down San Francisco.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
On first down, Jackson dialing up a receiver screen. And they get this down to the 12-yard line before being stopped. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down.
So critical, Kate, on those receiver screens to get that ball out with great precision. You don't want that receiver thinking about anything but navigating the blocks in front of him. That's well done by everybody.
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10. A give left side to Taylor. And he will score. Touchdown, San Francisco. The 49ers take a 13-point lead. It's a Jonathan Taylor touchdown. He broke the tackle he needed to, Brock, and how about that effort then to keep it going and eventually reach that end zone?
Yeah, that's awesome on the offensive side. Defensively, not every missed tackle is the same. It may be on a stat sheet, but sometimes that help to finish a play isn't arriving quick enough, and you're the only one, the last line of defense. And in that moment, you got to scratch, you got to claw, you got to tear to make the stop, because a broken tackle, it can mean a touchdown.
Folk on now to try the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the 49ers double their lead to 14.
Texans 7.
It's all lined up. Folk ready to send this one flying. Noel to return this. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. The Houston offense out and ready to set up shop. Their last drive didn't make it very far before they had to punt it away, partner, so hopefully this one has some better legs to it. All right, the Houston offense looks set, Brock. Here's 1st and 10. They'll start this drive with Marks. And the drive starts out small, just 1 yard on that play.
It'll be this group's job watching the film to find all these plays. The ones that amount to really very little statistically and identify what was needed to just make them a little bigger, stretch them further. Afterthought plays now, they could be the big gains of next week.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Stroud off of play action. 49ers closing in, and down he goes. It's sack number 4 in the game for him. This one makes it 3rd down.
Hey, I understand that call. You try to get play action to get away from the rush. The problem is this defense has just been relentless.
This drive is in trouble. Got to figure out 3rd and 12. 3rd and long. They're going to throw. The right side, Noel has it. And he needed a little more room to reach that line. The stop is made in time. That brings up 4th down.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. They hit a curl route of that length. It takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
So it'll be Tommy Townsend once again to punt this away. He fields this at the 18. And a nice return out of him. They have it a little further up, past their own 30. That's going to be our 2-minute warning. 1:54 left in the half. More from NRG Stadium in just a moment. 1st and 10. Here's Jackson. Quick slant into the hands of Golden. And this one doesn't go far.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason. This is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
This is 2nd and 6 coming up. Taylor now up the middle. Well, he had to power through one tackle just to get back to the line that time.
Sometimes you just feel like in the background of every ho-hum run is a bigger play. It just needed one more component. Get that extra block a little longer. Find the lane quicker. The defender may be a half step late, and this could have been much, much more exciting.
The Texans are in the nickel. 3rd down. Now air it out on 3rd. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's tackled with the 1st down. Timeout here taken by the 49ers. That's going to be their 1st. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
It's a gain of 6. 1st down, San Francisco.
So 1st down from the 41. From the gun, Jackson. It's going to be caught by his back. Taylor. And he's forced out of bounds after a gain of about 4 there. 2nd down.
Kid, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. And one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
Right side, reeled in by Pitts. And he'll be brought down a step or 2 shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48.
There's no question, Kate, that the big plays down the seam or big tight ends a fan favorite, but it's those type of catches right there. The short yardage gets good coverage, contested catches that really make tight ends a locker room favorite.
Jackson's going to throw again. He's going for it himself. He'll have the 1st down and even more. And he's going to get this down inside the 30 before he's driven out. They get 23 on that one. And that gives the 49ers the first.
That's one of those occasions when you're sitting in the pocket and you're just looking for that escape valve. And then when you get it, you get space to run, and you get a first down, that's a big bonus for the quarterback.
First down throw for Jackson. Hits his running back. And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26. San Francisco calls it second timeout. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Second down now. They need 7. Lamar now from the gun. The left side is caught by Pitts. And he's going to be brought down after a gain of 5, right up next to that line to gain.
And it's third down.
Now just before the break, a timeout taken by the offense. And they can try for some points going into the break. Only time left for one more snap, Brock, so they're going to run out their field goal unit. Ball on the left hash, 37 yards out. And the kick by Folk is good. And they're able to convert despite that errant snap.
Kate, if you're not going to pay a methodical drive off with a touchdown, that's the second best thing you can do. You can take all the time down, put points on the board, maybe a little momentum in heading into halftime.
So we'll see if it's a kick return that ends our half, or if we get a play from scrimmage, as this one's away. So it's a touchback on the kickoff, and we're going to get one final snap here in the half.
35-yard line.
Throwing here just before halftime. He's trying to lay this one in deep down the right side. And his final shot of the half will not connect. That falls incomplete. No time remaining in our first half.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick recap of the first half, which has been strongly one-sided. This is heading towards blowout territory unless they can come from behind and get themselves a victory. Let's find out what happens in the second half. Let's go back out to the commentary team, Kate Scott and Brock Hewer.
Thank you, Scott. Great work there. We, on the other hand, didn't have a great first half. Here's hoping things get a little bit closer this time around as we get set for quarter number 3. It's all lined up. Folk ready to send this one flying. Here's Traymon Smith with the return. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. Now here's the Houston offense. They've got it first to begin the third. In that first half, they just couldn't keep up the pace, but they're going to be the ones setting the pace here to begin this third quarter. First down, it's a run with Marks. And it looks like they'll give him about 2 on the opening play of this drive.
Marks, the ball carrier. He was tackled at the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8.
Need a better result than that last run. It's second and 8. Shotgun now for Stroud. Finds him over the middle. And they are going to have to face a third down here, but only need a yard at most as this play picks up 7.
The goal of that little drag route is to get him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. That picked up a good chunk, and it was nearly a big play.
All right, looks like they're going to try to power this across. Goal line formation on 3rd and inches. Stroud on the sneak. And he's going to be touched down as he gets him enough to pick up the first down.
That's more than a must-get for a quarterback. I really put that in the always-get territory. Even if the defense knows what's coming, you got to be able to drive forward for at least a couple inches.
We've set it down from 37. First down, Stroud. This is a heater going deep. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Jesse Bates in to pick it off. And the 49ers take possession just shy of midfield following the interception and the lengthy return. He steps in front and picks it off. Looked like he missed the spot there, partner. Maybe because he threw it on the run?
Yeah, I think that's exactly the case, Kate. You know, you get set in the pocket. This game is fast anyway. Things are flying, but once you get on the run, it is a whole nother speed and really becomes advantage defense as they take it away.
The 49ers have running back Jonathan Taylor headed out with the rest of the offense. And unsurprisingly, Brock, a great day on the scoreboard so far for him. Has it with the advantage as we move through this third quarter. Taylor gets it to begin the drive. Well, a lot of effort there, partner, but no results. He fought through that one stop, but only managed to get back to the line of scrimmage. That's a nice, quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
Out of the gun, here's Jackson. Completed over the middle. And he'll get this through midfield and starts pushing into Texans territory.
The goal of running that drag route is to get him to him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. Picked up a good chunk, and there was nearly room to add even more.
To the line, here's 3rd and 3. Shotgun snap to Jackson. Dumped off to his running back. And they'll get there and stop him at the line.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep it short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
Now this one, not much of a chance of it staying in the field of play. They'll mark it out at the 13-yard line. Here come the Texans as they get set to take over on offense. They're running out of time to get this game into a more manageable spot, Brock. We've got a 3-score deficit, and we're in quarter number 3. Up the middle, it's Marks. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on first down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Here's a handoff to Marks. And a decent run gets about 4. It's going to be 3rd down.
You make that call to just give yourself a fighting chance on 3rd down, Kate. Take at least a little bite of the big meal between them and the first down marker. And that should make this upcoming call a little less daunting.
About set. This is 3rd and 5. From the gun, Stroud. Lobs this up left sideline, looking for something big. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Christian Kirk, the intended receiver. And that leaves them with 4th and 5.
Kate, it has been a tough slog for them to keep up at any point in this game. And failing to convert on that 3rd down, yet another symptom of the overall illness of the day.
And he'll take in the fair catch just above the 35. The 49ers send Lamar Jackson ready to go again on offense. And he has continued to own this defense and keep on throwing. One that he's going to remember, but as you like to say, the defense would probably rather forget. They'll start on the ground. Taylor crosses midfield, still going. And he's finally marked down at the 46-yard line. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a first down.
A gain of 18 on the play. And the 49ers first down.
A run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know it can set the table for more.
Play action. Here's Jackson. To the left, that's pulled in by Golden. And he works it down to the enemy 44-yard line. Kalen Bullock up to make the stop.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the Texans' 49.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. We'll have him gain about a handful there. That's Sheldon Rankins in on the stop.
I know that jet sweep didn't result in a home run, a splash play, Kate. That's a body blow. And boxers, they love to go to the body because if they do it enough, they know that knockout can come.
Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. Here he is on 3rd and short. Dumps it off to his running back. And this is going to go in the wrong direction. He loses just about the amount of yards they needed to get there. It's going to be 4th down.
I'll tell you, that is a humbling moment to see a completed 3rd down pass actually go backwards instead of towards the sticks.
They'll bring out the punter here. Michael Dixon will kick it away. And that's out. We're just waiting for the spot. They're going to say it cleared the sideline over top the 14. Houston's offense back out now and ready to go. And I'm sure they're tired of bringing out the punter, Brock. They're hopefully going to give him some rest this time around and find some points to go after that lead. It's Marks on the handoff. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
You want to see the term read and react with a little video in the football dictionary? That's it.
At the 14-yard line.
1st down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Stroud completes it quick. And not much doing. He stopped quickly.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on the throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
6 yards to go here. It's 3rd down. To the air on 3rd and long. Higgins downfield, and he has it. And he gets this one up to the 40-yard line. They strike for 23 yards. And it'll be 1st down, Houston.
And the Texans, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
From the gun, Marks gets it. And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackled for a loss. We've got 2nd and 11. Their dominance against his ground game rolls on, Brock. Add another stop to what's going to be some real nice film for them to watch.
How many times you think in your lifetime, Kate, you've heard from a defensive coordinator, job number 1 is?
Stop the run.
And they've been doing it.
Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And for the 2nd straight play, Brock, they're headed the wrong way, and that's going to bring up a tough 3rd down.
This overwhelming pressure and these sacks after sacks after sacks, well, it's built this lead, and you know it's the way they want to finish it.
Let's see what they went with. 3rd down. Here he goes, 3rd and long. Finds his back, Marks. Decent gain here, but short of the 1st.
I love it nonetheless. You make sure that defense is aware of every eligible player going out, and this time it was out of the backfield with the running back that shows he's adept at catching it as well.
The Texans set to punt. And something on the return, but not much, as it still ends inside the 20. The 49ers have running back Jonathan Taylor headed out with the rest of the offense. They are in great shape here as we wind down this 3rd quarter. They've got a 3-score lead. Another, that could put this just too far out of reach. Throw left side. Taylor has it. And this one's only going to pick up a couple before he heads out of bounds.
You know, you compare and contrast stats over the decades, Kate. One thing you see is that completion percentages are through the roof. In this day and age, compared to the 60s and the 70s, a big reason is just completions like that. Utilizing every one of your eligible receivers. That time, a running back in the flat.
Now a toss play. Taylor. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on second down.
Yeah, that defense was flying to the ball. You see that outside toss. This is a pursuit drill that they work on over and over again. Get to that toss before it can really get started.
Third down, they need 7. Third and long, they're going to throw. Oh, he's going to run for it. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31. A 9-yard gain and good for a first down.
You know, that's one of those little mental Rolodex plays. Right before the snap, you know if the read isn't there, that option isn't there, you can use your legs to make the adjustment and go get the first down.
New set of downs for him from the 31. Tight end in motion right. From the gun, Taylor. And he's going to be brought down here at the 42. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12. So we hit the end of the third quarter. It's the 49ers with the football and a comfortable lead as well. First down from the 42. They go again with Taylor. And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets him 3.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a first down.
4 yards on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 6. Taylor again. Looks like he gained about 3 yards. It's also going to bring up third down. An injured player out there after the snap, and the medical staff quickly out to him. And that is Geno Smith that they're headed for. Seventh play of the drive, offense facing 3rd and 3. Changing it up here, Jackson. Got his man, it's Golden. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
A 7-yard gain. That's another 49er first down.
That pitch and catch won't show up as a big play on the stat sheet, but it gives his own defense a little time to rest. It gives an offensive coordinator a new set of downs to work with.
Now a toss running right with Taylor. That one only good for a couple. It's 2nd down.
Well, I guarantee you this, Kate. If you were to go around football and you sit in a clinic of the best defensive coaches out there, they all say the same thing. Set an edge, set an edge, set an edge. It really comes to life on these toss plays. Good job there defensively to set an edge before that toss could get going.
2nd down carry for Taylor. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Just 1 yard on the play, though. That leaves him with 3rd down and 6 to go.
It's a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
They'll throw 3rd and long. Has him on the quick hitter. And they make the stop. I'm going to say it about the 37-yard line.
Feet nice, Kate. Feet nice. They so often tell the story of every position on the field. When that quarterback's feet nice move to his secondary read, and so often it's a tight end, well, it's incumbent on that defense to fly to the ball. You want to make that tackle, force the 4th down? It took a great defensive effort to do it.
And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that extends the lead to 20.
Get another shot across the bow of a ship that's already sinking here, Kate. He could have made that field goal. Heck, he could have turned around and kicked it directly at his coach because it feels like they've got this one in hand.
It's all lined up. Folk ready to send this one flying. No to return this. Finds some space. He's past the 30. And an excellent effort there sets him up almost at midfield. Out now come the Texans on offense. And all game, they have struggled to attack this deficit. Maybe they can do a little window dressing here. The Texans set up nicely as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. To the air, Stroud. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the drive begins with a rough first step there. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
I think we've reached the point of the game, Kate, where I got to make my PSA. Protect the quarterback, and quarterback, protect yourself.
Need to get that yardage back and a little bit more, too. It's 2nd and 14. Now it's Stroud. Looking underneath for Marks. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy in midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you could depend on.
It's 3rd and 8. Need to get a chunk here. 3rd and long for him here. That one's complete, right side. And they're going to hold him down just shy of the 40. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And it'll be a 1st down, Texans.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
So 1st down from the 41. Stroud. Short pass brought in. And he's brought down after a short gain.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a 1st down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
2nd down now, 7 to go. Throwing again, it's Stroud. Finds a seam down the middle. And he's going to be stopped, but not before he gets him all the way down to that 15-yard line. They managed 22 on the rip and a 1st down.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
1st down, Stroud. This one's to Kirk out left side. And he's able to get this down to the 13.
3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 13-yard line.
2nd down now. They need 7. To the air yet again. It's Stroud. He'll try and run this. And he will not score, but that does set him up, Brock, with 1st and goal, less than a yard away from the end zone.
I can promise you, that was the goal from the moment he took off. He kept his eyes locked on the chains. It's almost like he had a spidey sense. He knew exactly where to get in order to move the sticks and get that critical 1st down.
Now we give to Marks. And the defense holds him at the 2, Brock. He can't get beyond the line. Still a couple yards short of that end zone. The line between safeties and linebackers gets real blurred on plays like that, Brock. He handled that one just like a Mike would have.
Yeah, if injuries were to ever crop up, Kate, I bet he could handle the linebacker spot for them as well. Just tremendous diagnosis in that run support.
And this is going to be a Houston touchdown. The Texans get it back to within 2 possessions. Well, we all know that he's somebody they like to have working down near the end zone, Brock, and there is so many ways they know how to use him down there.
And things are constantly different down there when you're trying to defend him, which is what makes defending him so tough, borderline impossible at times. He can make the smallest little tweaks to his route just like a receiver would, and it's a totally different animal, a nightmare for these defenses.
Fairbairn connects on the extra point. And the Texans drop the lead back to 13.
Texans 14.
Still down a couple of scores after that. They're going to set up for the onside kick. And the 49ers are able to cover the kick. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43.
San Francisco.
Well, kind of feels like we're starting to get to that point, Brock.
And what point is that, Kate?
You know, the bold point of the game where you have to try something bold could end up becoming a play that finally sinks him, though.
Yeah, it's time for desperation. Without a defensive stop here, it's really hard to lay out the scenarios for much success. Every second matters now when you don't come up with that onside kick.
1st and 10 from the 43. Straight ahead with Taylor. Cuts right. And he's going to score. Touchdown, San Francisco. The 49ers make it a 3-score game in the 4th. It's a Jonathan Taylor touchdown.
Kate, that's just simply the difference-making edge that these elite running backs bring to you. A lot of backs can get you 10 yards, 20 yards, but the elite backs, they could take it to the house.
Lamar on the offense staying out there, Brock. They're trying for 2.
The 49ers will line up for the 2-point.
Sending him up the middle. And he is stopped. Wow, a bit surprising after he just burned this defense. But he doesn't make it across, and the 2-point try failed. That came right up to the doorstep of success. Nice play, though, to make some contact and stop him a yard shy of the conversion.
Yeah, these defenders, they just want to get to that next play. After you give them a touchdown, even if it's not their fault, right? Snap and clear. And that hyper-focus and extra motivation led them to sniffing out that call and being able to react just in the nick of time.
It's all lined up. Folk ready to send this one flying. No to return this. And this drive will start inside the 25. The Texans and C.J. Stroud all set to go for their next drive. And he'll be happy to keep letting it fly as much as he has all game. Look at these numbers. They show just how effective he's been in captaining this offense. They've got a man in motion. They go play action with Stroud. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And after one play, this drive might already be in trouble. That's going to push him back for 2nd down.
Let's be real clear. There is nothing lucky about number 7 at all for this quarterback. The 7th time he's been taken to the ground for a sack. This defense, they made adjustments. They're incorporating a variety of different looks and blitzes. And it just seems like, Kate, constantly they are a step ahead of whatever this offense is trying to do to protect this quarterback.
It's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 13.
Let's see what they went with on 3rd down. On play action, here's Stroud. And he puts him there under this one, right side. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. Tough one to retain through that hit. So that brings up 4th and long.
You never, ever, as an offense, like 3 and outs, Kate, but you really don't like them on 3rd down when you throw into tight coverage like that. Got to manufacture a better look.
Here he goes. Got to have this on 4th down. He's looking deep once again. And We all saw it. Flag came out just before that one fell incomplete. They may still get some big yards out of this one. So pass interference on the shot to the end zone, and now they're going to be set up on the goal line with a great chance to get the touchdown anyway. Working inside the red zone. And that one's behind him. That's incomplete. That takes us to the 2-minute warning in Houston. Texans trying to make it look a little nicer on that scoreboard. No luck on first down. Here's 2nd and 10. Again, Stroud. And the 49ers rush gets home, and they drop him. And they come through the sack to bring around 3rd down.
Just an incredible effort out of him today. And the type of performance, frankly, that elevates the energy level of all 10 guys around him. What a game he's got going.
Offense looking to convert as they come up to the line, 3rd down. They kick the running back in motion. On 3rd and long, it's Stroud. Completed over the middle. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
Well, can't blame him looking at that scoreboard, right? Might as well go for this on 4th down. Desperation time here. And that's incomplete in the end zone. Could have been 6 points, but as that one falls, Brock, instead just a turnover on downs.
Hey, I get it's already over, but go down swinging. Unfortunately, that play, like so many of them today, Kate, has been pretty indicative of how this contest has gone.
49ers to the line, 1st and 10. Now a handoff to Taylor. Well, even a great game is going to have its lesser moments. You can't get anything out of that carry. Stop for no gain.
You know by now, Kate, with this time we spend together, these toss plays, the best way to defend them is to hit them before they get started. And that's exactly what the defense did.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. On the counter, it's Taylor. And they find him after just a yard. It's 3rd down.
He was taken down at the 22-yard line. A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
So it's a win for the visiting 49ers. I know you and I were both a bit surprised to see them favored so heavily on the road coming into this one, but the projections were right. A nice road win for them.
Yeah, sometimes those people making those predictions, sometimes they do get it right. And these guys were just on a totally different level than the opposition. They overcame that home field advantage pretty easily to be able to take the game that they were indeed favored in.
That does it for another broadcast of the NFL on EA Sports. With my partner in the booth, Brock Hewitt, I'm Kate Scott. It's a win for the 49ers, as we'll see you next time from Houston.